Hello and welcome back to Prophecy of Pendor and our Ironman challenge. Now, I should really get going in this siege because I have a number of different objectives that I would like to be able to complete, but it's gonna be kind of difficult to take Nautar, I think. I seem to remember this being quite a tricky layout, is it? Might be, might not be. We'll see. We'll see. But anyway, let's put our people all the way over here. Let's try and get our archers in between our cavalry and our infantry. And I will try not to get murdered immediately, because that's a thing that can happen very, very fast. If you get one headshot, then you're dazed, and you do tend to take a follow-up shot as a result. So I'm going to be very, very careful here. And I don't really want to retreat ahead of time. There we go, there we go. All right, so we're pretty safe now. Now, I have been doing a little bit of off-screen, and the off-screen progression that I've basically done is going to White Stag Castle, placing my leftover units from the prisoners that I was able to rescue in the previous episode. So taking those guys and putting them into the garrison, and then recruiting a bunch of noblemen. And those noblemen have now leveled up into Pendor Knights. They're really, really easy to level up. That's one recommendation that I should definitely make to you. So if you're also wanting to play Pendor and you want to create a custom knighthood order, I would highly recommend having your culture set as Pendor, because then you're going to be gaining those Pendor noblemen. And in my opinion, they're very easy to level up in comparison to other kinds of units. But that is just my own personal preference. You could decide to do something very different if you wanted to. But otherwise, I did get a couple. I got like 45 to 50 of those guys, and then I leveled them up into Pendor Knights, and then I inducted them into the knighthood order. I was able to get most of them, I believe, apart from maybe a couple, into my army, and I now have about 80 or so Iron Knights. But bear in mind that I'm actually not leading with them. I'm still not leading with them. I'm still letting them just be at the basically at the back of my army, and I don't really want to send them in prematurely, because what's going to happen is they're going to go in, they're going to get murdered, and then I will have nothing, basically. I'll have an army that is still capable of doing quite a lot of damage, but something that is going to be much less powerful than it could be. And so I'm just kind of keeping my options open by not having too many of those guys. So let's tell my people to charge in now and see what we can do, because we've eliminated about 60 or so of the enemy's units, and no doubt that has maybe created a bit of a hole in the defense. Let's see if that actually happens. Yeah, maybe. I mean, what I would like to do is... Oh, wow. Oh. Right. Can I jump down from here and take no damage? Yes. Okay. Well, that is unfortunate. I actually will retreat. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Why are you retreating right now? You shouldn't really retreat right now. But yeah, I actually am going to retreat right now. There's a really good reason for that. Every single time I have taken massive amounts of damage, by the way, we have a bunch of vassals right outside here. They're actually going to attack me. This guy's pitiless. Okay. Well, anyway, every single time I have taken about 50 or 60 damage from a headshot somewhere, and I have continued to do the siege, I have always felt extremely lacking in what I can do, because health, for me right now, as as it's the Ironman challenge, health is a very important resource, basically the most important resource for me at the moment, only being prioritized over Iron Knights. That's basically the second most important resource, as well as money, of course. But the point is that, in general, when I've taken that amount of damage, I just cannot do anything for the rest of the siege, and it is just not good enough. It's not good enough for me to be able to assist my units in that way. So I'm basically just going to do a little bit of a fight with these guys. Hopefully we'll be able to achieve a victory here. Unfortunately, the enemies do have a significant numbers advantage on us, and that is of course because they have over 700 units total, and that is going to be kind of bad for us. But we have 62 cavalry, and I think the cavalry should be pretty decent to maybe hold these guys off. Wow, that's actually a lot of people. Should definitely have my shield out. Oh, I actually wonder, should I just charge in? Should I just charge straight on in? Let's actually see whether that actually works, because bear in mind that the Deshard do have very, very good spearmen. But if I can distract a couple of these guys, then I might make things work for us a little better. So far, everything seems to be working quite well. But obviously the enemies do have... Oh, they have halberdiers as well. This is bad. Yeah, as you can see right there, they actually have halberdiers. This is not exactly great. Don't really want my cavalry running into those guys. They can deal so much damage very, very quickly indeed. But hopefully it's not going to be enough to achieve any kind of victory here. As you can see, we've dealt a lot of damage to them already. And it's just a pure charge in, you know? I mean, that's the thing. With cavalry, you kind of have to take a bit more of an offensive stance on things, unless you have your custom units or something like that, because in that case your custom units are of course going to be a much better option if they are ranged to keep them back and out of harm's way. But as it stands right now, these guys don't really have a huge amount of value for me, so they can just charge in however they want, and maybe we'll get a nice result from it. Try and take out these guys. Oh, okay. Hello. Yep. That's something to be a bit careful of, isn't it? That is definitely something to be a bit careful of. So let's see if I can actually survive this. And now let's retreat, because we have eliminated a lot of them, and we are still gaining 15 renown, which is really, really good. And that means I can now leave. So that's what I'm going to do. And we're going to see if I can escape from here. And I'm going to lure them away. Oh, you made a mistake. Ah, can I get him? Yes. Okay, this guy's actually a martial personality, but he only has 7 relation with us. And when we go in and fight it... Oh, no. He's actually... no. When we take him prisoner, he's going to lose that last remaining HP... Or, not HP, that last remaining relation point with us. And he's going to then be not possible to recruit, which is pretty unfortunate. But we have the advantage so incredibly dramatically here that I am very confident in charging in here and having no problems whatsoever. But yeah, that headshot that guy did in the previous fight right there, that basically saved all of those guys from a very humiliating defeat indeed, because I think we would have been able to achieve a victory there. But of course, if I'm gonna die, then it makes no sense, you know. It makes no sense to continue onward, you know. So I'm just playing things a little bit safer. But obviously, me charging in to begin with, you know, that's kind of unsafe, you know, to start with. So anyway. Point is that if I wanted to, I could remain the safest possible character ever in this Ironman challenge. I could make it so that I would never take any damage whatsoever. But where's the fun in that? There's no fun in that, is there? You know, that's the point. You know, anyone can stand at the battle and just be all the way at the back and just let your units fight. Anyone can do that, but not everyone can go into the fight and actually try to make a difference without dying. I mean, that's the thing. I'm trying to do that, but it's not really working out so well. Anyway, this guy's actually... Oh, look at this. He actually is cousins with Archon Eric, and he has Hereward as an uncle. And this guy is his father, amusingly enough. Okay, yeah, so we could potentially take him prisoner. I think I'm going to take him prisoner, and we'll see whether he joins us. But bear in mind that it's unlikely because he has 2... in our relation, and that's not really good. So we'll see if that actually makes any difference. Maybe we'll be able to. No, as I thought. There's no way that you can do that. It needs to be 5 or more relation. I found that out in the previous episode. So yeah, definitely need to keep that in mind. But I'm keeping the guy off the field, and that's all that really matters at the moment. Okay, so this guy is actually, wow, he's actually pretty strong. He's got 343 in his army right now. That's pretty good. Anyway, let's actually get my Iron Knights to the forefront here, because I think that we could actually do something quite nicely with our Larian Sentinels as well. We've actually got quite a few of those because of Laria's Knighthood Order. And its ability to, you know, regularly recruit units automatically really helps us out quite a bit. So let's put these rangers at the top here as well. And where are my Iron Knights? There they are, 81 of them. And we're going to put them behind the Rangers of the Clarion Call. And we're going to get some Iron Sergeants in there as well, if I can find them. Did I miss them? Yep, I certainly did. There they are. Okay, let's put these guys all the way at the top. And there we go. Well, not all the way at the top, but you know what I mean. All right, so instead what we're going to do is, now that we know where all of these guys are, kind of a nice little distraction, I guess you could say. And we could try and build this. It's going to take 6 hours. Let's see if we can actually do it. We can. This might be good. This might be good. Let's actually see. Okay, they're coming along now. Okay, so let's head in. There's about 450 units here. Oh, this is actually quite nice. This is going to be quite good for us, I think. So let's just tell our people just to spread out completely. And we'll tell our archers to go a little bit forward there, and tell our cavalry to go a little bit back. And I think that this is going to be a really good experience for us. There are a lot of units potentially able to snipe us from all kinds of different angles, however. So I'm going to try and do some damage myself with my bow. And these guys are going to get cleared out super fast. They really are. I don't think they're going to be able to really do much against our Iron Knights, but I really just have to try and reduce the amount of damage that we're taking. So that's the main thing. That is the main thing. Keeping those Iron Knights alive. They are basically our lifeline. I could, of course, call for a campaign, but at the moment, my vassals are currently doing something. I think they're fighting somewhere else. I'm not entirely sure where at the moment, but I kind of didn't want them to be, you know, kind of messing around with a campaign when they could be defending their lands. They could be, you know, doing all kinds of things. So I kind of wanted to keep them doing whatever it is they're doing, and then at a later point, when I actually do need them, when they have fully recuperated and so on and so forth, then we can call them, and then we can just absolutely stomp over the land with all of them in tow. And that is probably going to be a good way to go about it. But of course, it really depends. You know, maybe it's not. Maybe that's not the best way to go, but that's the strategy that I'm going to try and go with for the moment. And as you can see, we have an utterly overwhelming presence in this area right now. I don't think these units will be able to defeat us at this point, but I'm going to just try and eliminate more of these desert hunters. They're quite damaging. So if we could get those out of the way, that would be great. There we go. They're all done. And yeah, this was a very swift victory. I'm already counting it as a victory, which probably is a bad idea, because we're probably going to start losing a bunch of units. But I'm going to continue shooting these guys from the side and trying to take them out as best I can. There we go. Nice. And there's more people coming in, so I'm just going to try and shoot them as they arrive. There's quite a few with shields, which is unfortunate. There we go. Okay, so can I actually get up here? Oh, no, I can't, but there is... just a quiver of bolts. Well, that's not very nice of them, is it? I was actually hoping for something a little bit more tangible there, maybe some arrows or something like that, but no. No such luck. Alright, so I'm going to have to stay here, or I could just fall off, you know, either way. Could just fall off, and then see what I could do here. Maybe I can find something? No, I don't see any... don't see any arrows, unfortunately. How many have we killed so far? About 250. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to retreat once again. And there's a good reason for all of this, by the way. Just look at this. There's 200 remaining. They have 434 in the garrison there. That's extremely tempting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a new campaign. I know I said that I was just going to leave them alone, but they have 434 in the garrison there. If we can rescue those prisoners and have those prisoners be deposited into our vassals' armies... ooh, it's going to be good. It's going to be really good. So let's just wait here a little bit. Let's just kind of run around a little bit, just get our people recuperated somewhat, and then we will head back once we have a couple of vassals in tow. I literally only need one vassal to come and join me here. Ishkomen is now under siege. Well, that is not particularly good, is it? I actually wonder where all of my vassals are. Okay, so there's a couple of people here. Ah, he's actually got the liege himself in assistance. That's not particularly good, is it? Well, let's just go in here. I do need quite a lot of food, don't I? Yeah, look at that. I barely have any food. I actually did get a baggage train from Whitestack Castle as well, but that, as you can see, is almost running out. Let's get some butter, and let's go in here. Just ask for some rumors. Reva is here. I actually wonder whether we have... Yeah, we did get Reva before, and we did send her off. Okay, so that's good to know. Let's sell here. Any rumors? Ah, it would have been nice if he actually had a couple of units for me to recruit into my army at that point. Would have been nice, but oh well, never mind. So let's just wait and see whether any of our vassals actually turn up here, because if these guys actually decide to go into Ishkomen... Okay, there's actually someone there. Okay, building of Cathedral in Laria has been completed. That's fantastic. That's going to improve the amount of noblemen we're going to get, I think. Should do, at least. And, okay, hello. Agathon. Ooh, Agathon is going to be the one to receive all of these troops. Or Varius, either one. Don't really mind which one, to be honest. So we're going to just head over here. Bear in mind that if Ishkomen gets taken, then that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make, because I would very much like to get our vassals in a position where they will be able to rescue 434 units. It's just insane. It's going to be crazy, crazy good. Unfortunately, the main problem with taking vassals in here is that my Iron Knights are not going to be as efficient. So there you go. They did take Ishkomen, but that's not a big deal. I'll take that back off screen. The rescued prisoners in this castle are the main reason why I'm going in here. So let's see if we can do it. I think we should be able to. I mean, we killed about 250 beforehand, and there's about 280, I think, in there right now. So we should have a pretty easy time of things. Let's get my archers to hold position a little bit further back. And this guy's trying to shoot me, isn't he? Yes, he is. Could you just stop that? There we go. Can I snipe him? Can I snipe him? You know, it looks like it's hitting him, but it's just not. I don't know. I'm not sure where it's going, but I guess we'll just have to take the damage if he decides to snipe me now. But hopefully he won't. But otherwise, I think this is going to be a pretty nice victory for us. And that means that Agathon, Varius, and the various other units that we have here are going to gain so many units that it is going to make them much more powerful. And then we will move on probably to Naltar, actually. I think Naltar could probably be a pretty decent option after that. Let's tell our people to charge in. And because I need some arrows. Maybe I can take some arrows from one of these guys. Yeah, hello. Can you give me some arrows, actually? No. There we go. I've got 15. That's not exactly great. But I suppose it will have to do for the moment. Another person over there. Let's try and take him out before he shoots me in the face. It's happened way too often in this series. And how are we doing here so far? Yeah, I mean, we could... I mean, come on. You can get into the battlements, surely. I'm sure these guys can get into the battlements. There's surely not that many right there, is there? No, it seems like it. It seems like there isn't, but there's a lot of crossbowmen causing a bit of a hold-up here. Who's that? Sigismund, come on, Sigismund. Move it. Get in there. Don't push me off, please. Thank you. All right. That's much better. Much, much better. All right, so let's just take that. Okay, so now this is where I get the opportunity to take these guys down. And then most of my people will be able to survive, or at least I hope so. There's a lot of them coming, isn't there? Wow. That's actually pretty crazy. Okay. Can you see this right now? Can you see this? I'm literally shooting at this guy, and it is not hitting him. But I was able to deal damage to everyone else. Okay. Kind of invulnerability does he have? What kind? I don't know. But otherwise, there we go. We've got another quiver. Do some more damage. Let's try and shoot some people from the side as well. That's exactly what I want to do. Take him down. There we go. Last one. Okay, so I think that's all of the archers. Oh, okay, apparently not. There are a bunch over there as well. Yeah, they seem to just be getting more and more reinforcements as time goes on, but that is to be expected. Oh, I killed a Valkyrie. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to do that. That's for sure. That was pretty bad. Oh well, never mind. I'm still full HP, which is pretty great. And maybe I can ask a couple of people for some arrows here, maybe. No one? No one wants to give me any? No one has any, I guess. Yeah, it seems like no one has any right now, which is unfortunate. I should be able to kill a couple of people this way, though. I'm thinking, should I jump down? We've killed just over 200 right now. This should be good. I mean, we should be fine. But I guess I'm going to need to do a little something here. So I guess what I will try to do is go behind the archery nest, try and pick up some arrows from there, and then just shoot at the enemy forces. That seems to be the only way that I will be able to impact this battle any further than I already have. So let's see if that actually works. Because bear in mind that I'm running right by their reinforcement area, which is really, really bad. Wow, they've actually got multiple reinforcement areas. This is pretty insane of me to do this. Do they have more than I thought? I didn't think so. Maybe they do. That's kind of crazy, isn't it? I was going to say that's kind of insane. Again, of course. Alright, there we go. Pick up those arrows. Thank you. Alright, this is going to be going quite nicely now, so we can just take out these archers on top of the archery nest. And then hopefully that will give more of a chance to our own forces to make their way in. But I'm really surprised that they are still sending reinforcements. How much do they have? Because as far as I could tell, they only had about 200... maybe 280 remaining. Look at this. They're even sending more up here to deal with me right now. Hello. Aha. Look at this. The AI is being quite smart this time around, but maybe not that smart because they sent people with no shields. But no more quivers for me to pick up, which is somewhat unfortunate. But, well, guess what can you do? Maybe I can... hello there. You're delivering my quivers, are you? Okay. A little bit of a daze, a little bit of a stun from a hit from somewhere. Where am I being shot from? Not entirely sure. But whatever the case, I will try to pick up a quiver if I can. Yeah, now that's the thing that Warband tends to have a bit of an issue with. Sometimes when you are attempting to pick up a quiver somewhere, you're not able to do it because the quiver disappears before you can interact with it. And the reason for that is that there are just too many items in the game world and they won't spawn anymore in. Especially in the case of arrows. At least that's my experience. I don't know whether the technological limits are the reason or some other reason, but I think that in general that seems to be what is happening to me right now. But it looks as though we will be victorious, and I gotta say that was quite the ordeal. Going from Naltar at the start of the episode and having to fight an overwhelming enemy and then going into a different siege to only be, you know, pushed back. Yeah, some pretty intense fighting going on in this episode. And I said I wanted to take Naltar and a whole bunch of things, and it just shows that plans sometimes do not come to fruition, especially where I am concerned. Yeah, isn't that a real shame? But that just means that there's one less fief for us to be able to take. And look at this, there's actually 400 here. I was only expecting about 300, but oh well, never mind. There's another 33 renown for us. We ended up losing 3 Iron Knights only, which is actually not too bad. And we did lose quite a few Rangers of the Clarion Call, but that's also not a big problem. Alright, so we can now take this guy prisoner because he is actually good-natured, which is fantastic. So I will be taking him prisoner, and we will then gain another vassal, which is great. This guy is sadistic. I will be taking him as well, but literally only because I want to try and reduce the amount of units that the Deshah have on the battlefield, basically. So there we go. Now I could you know, cherry pick a couple of things here. So I guess I'll take the heretic units, and I'll take Rogue Knight. Nah, I'm just gonna leave the Deshah units for the moment. Phoenix Risen, they seem pretty fun. Let's take those. And Maiden Cavalry, I always like those, so we will take them. And what else can we do here? We've got some Pendor Swordsmen and things like that. I'm not entirely sure if they level up into Sergeants or something. Maybe they do? They might. Yeah, they might. Pendor Man-at-Arms. They might actually be able to level up into Iron Sergeants. That would be really, really nice. Okay, so otherwise we'll just capture them, and we'll let our vassals take whatever else they want to take. And we will give this to Eric, I think. There we go. Seems about right. And now we have a bunch of vassals with really large armies. As you can see right here, we have Varius with 300, and I don't think Agathon actually took any, which is a bit unfortunate. But Varius is now a very strong wrecking ball kind of guy, and I will be taking Ishkomen off screen, so we don't have to see that one again. But otherwise, High Pass Fortress and Naltar will be our next targets in the next episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.